Hey Tom, it's past 8. Are you still working?
Yeah, what about it? How many times do I have to tell you not to text me while I'm working?
I made dinner earlier. I can heat it up when you get home.
Don't bother, I'll grab something while I'm out.
You've been eating out a lot lately.
Are you seriously gonna lecture me about food? I'm the one working here.
I was just worried about you. You seem stressed lately.
Of course I'm stressed. These deliveries aren't easy. The app keeps giving me orders across town.
Maybe you should take a break? You've been working non-stop since 6 a.m.
I don't have that luxury, unlike you. I've got the important job of supporting this household. If you're so concerned about me taking breaks, why don't you get a real job?
Actually, I am working from home.
Working from home? I'm talking about real work.
I've been learning new skills. There are lots of opportunities online now.
What, like selling stuff on Etsy? That's not real work.
That's not true. I'm earning real money.
Probably pennies compared to what I make.
That's rich coming from you. You only made $900 last month.
Who told you that? Have you been checking my account?
I handle our household budget, remember?
That's different. I just started this job and wasn't used to it yet. I'll make several times that this month.
Like last month when you said the same thing? Or the month before?
You don't understand how this works. It takes time to build up regular customers, to get the good roots.
Is that why you're working so late? Why are you being so defensive?
I'm not being defensive. If you used to support my decisions.
I do support you. But this isn't like your old job. The hours are longer and the pay is worse.
What do you expect? I don't get paid unless I make more deliveries. Each order counts.
Then maybe you shouldn't have quit your old job.
Not this again. Why do you keep bringing that up?
Because it was a stable job with benefits. You were good at it.
Come on, you saw what happened. The import-export business is super fragile. I mean, who knew COVID would hit us that hard?
But things are back to normal now. Your old company is hiring again.
They're desperate. That's why they're hiring. It's only a matter of time before another crisis hits.
Is that really why you quit? Or was it because of your argument with Mike?
Don't bring that up. That had nothing to do with it.
You were angry about not getting the promotion.
Mike's an idiot. He wouldn't know talent if it hit him in the face.
But quitting without another job lined up.
Who knows when the next pandemic will hit? Better to find a different job now while I can. Delivery work is self-employed and people always need food. I explained all this, remember?
That wasn't an explanation. It was an announcement. You'd already quit when you told me.
You're making it sound worse than it was. I told you the same day.
After you'd already cleared out your desk. I had to hear about it from Karen at the company picnic.
Karen should mind her own business. Besides, what's done is done.
That's exactly my point. You didn't discuss it with me first.
I'm the one who was working there. It was my decision to make.
But it affects both of us. Our whole lifestyle had to change.
Look, just follow my lead and everything'll be fine. I'll make sure you can keep being a housewife.
Is that what you think I want? To just be a housewife?
Isn't that what you're doing now? Sitting at home all day?
I told you, I'm working.
Yeah, your home business. Let's see how far that gets you.
Well, if you're happy with that, I guess that's fine. Just please take care of your health. It won't do you any good if you work yourself sick.
Stop nagging me about my health. I know what I'm doing.
When was the last time you ate a proper meal?
I grab food between deliveries. It's fine.
That's not healthy. At least take some of the lunch I packed.
I don't have time for that. Every minute I spend eating is money lost.
You can't work on an empty stomach.
Watch me. I'm heading out for another delivery. Eat dinner without me. I'll grab something while I'm out.
Tom, wait. Can we talk about this?
There's nothing to talk about. I've got orders waiting. Some of us have real work to do.
This isn't sustainable. You're exhausted all the time.
I'm fine. Just stop checking up on me.
When will you be home?
Stop asking me that. I'll be home when I'm done. Don't wait up.
Okay, be safe.
Whatever. Just don't text me anymore tonight. I need to focus on work.
Understood. I'll leave you alone. Hey, Sarah, I sent you some rice. Make sure you get it, okay? Thank you, Mom. I really appreciate it. Having farmer parents is such a blessing. Rice prices are through the roof lately. Well, your father insisted on sending extra. He's worried about you, too. He says the supermarket prices are ridiculous these days. Please, tell him I'm grateful. His rice is better than store-bought anyway. Don't mention it. Your dad's excited to grow it for you. I packed some snacks and other things, too. Use whatever you need. You didn't have to do that. But thank you. Are you eating properly? You sound tired in your messages. I'm fine, Mom. Just busy with work. Your programming work? How's that going? Pretty well, actually. I finished another certification last week. That's my girl. Always studying hard. Thanks. This really helps. Knowing you support me. Of course I do. How's Tom doing? Is he working hard? Yeah, almost too hard, actually. He's still out making deliveries right now. At this hour? That's intense. Kind of strange, though. He's overdoing it. He says he needs to work late to make enough, but the numbers don't add up. What do you mean? Is something wrong? His income keeps dropping, even though he says he's working more. That doesn't make sense. Though I guess he should consider. After quitting his job without warning and causing you all this trouble. No, it's not trouble, really. I was just surprised when he suddenly quit. Sarah, honey, you don't have to defend him to me. I'm not defending him. I'm just trying to understand. That's not all, though. There was all that stuff before, too. Mom. Remember when he made you quit your job? Said he needed you to support his career? Yeah, but we talked about that and decided together. Did you really decide together? Or did he just tell you what he'd already decided? It's complicated. I just wish he'd think about how his choices affect you more. He does, in his own way. He's just different now. Different how? More stressed. More controlling about money. But also spending more. That doesn't sound good. Have you talked to him about it? I try, but he gets defensive. Says I don't understand business. What's there to understand about delivery work? That's what I thought. But he insists it's more complicated. And you believe him? Well, when I see him charging towards his goals like that, I just want to support him. I know he's working hard for our family. Is he, though? Working hard for your family? Or just doing whatever he wants? Mom, please. It's not that simple. I'm just worried about you. You seem different lately. More reserved. I'm fine, Mom. Just focused on my own work. Well, if you're okay with it, that's fine. But I just wish he'd be more considerate. I think he considers things in his own way. I'm just doing what I can on my end. And what exactly are you doing? Besides covering for him? I'm preparing. Making sure I can stand on my own feet. Sarah, What aren't you telling me? Nothing bad, Mom. I promise. I'm just being careful. How's your work going? Really well, actually. Things are starting to look up. I just landed a new client yesterday. That's wonderful. Are you still keeping it secret from Tom? For now. It's easier that way. I don't like you having to hide things. It's not right. I know, but it's temporary. Just like his delivery job was supposed to be temporary. That's different. I have a plan. Care to share it with your mother? Not yet, but I promise you'll be the first to know. That's great. Take care of yourself too, okay? I am. You know you can always come home if things get too hard. I know, Mom, but I'm okay. Well, I'm here if you need me. Thanks. I'll keep in touch. You better. And eat the snacks I sent. Don't let them go to waste. I won't. Love you, Mom. Love you too, sweetie.
Can you get $3,000 together?
What? $3,000? What for?
For work equipment. I need it ASAP.
That's a lot of money to ask for without any explanation. What kind of equipment?
I want to buy a motorcycle. Look, doing deliveries by bicycle is killing me. It's really limiting how much I can earn. With a motorcycle, I could make way more.
You never mentioned wanting a motorcycle before. This seems sudden.
Because I've been thinking it through. Do you know how many more deliveries I could do? Double, maybe triple what I'm doing now.
Doesn't the company provide vehicles? Other drivers seem to have company scooters.
Not at my company. That's why I'm saying we need to buy one. But hey, gas is covered, so don't worry about that.
Gas isn't my main concern here. That's a huge expense right now.
Think of it as an investment. I could earn so much more.
But $3,000 out of nowhere? We don't have that kind of money just sitting around.
Aren't you working from home like you said? What happened to that money?
I told you, I'm just starting out. That money goes to bills.
Bills? What bills? I pay all the bills.
That's all gone to living expenses. There's nothing left.
What? What are you doing with my earnings then?
Have you looked at our expenses lately? Everything costs more now.
That's why I need the motorcycle to earn more.
Those go to living expenses too. Your income alone isn't enough, so I have to add mine. And you're talking about earning more with a motorcycle, but you're supposedly working late every night and your pay isn't increasing. Are you really working all those hours?
How dare you question me? You think I'm lying about work?
I'm just looking at the numbers. They don't add up.
Are you doubting me? After how hard I've been working?
I can't evaluate something that isn't showing results. Show me the math on how this motorcycle will help.
That's why I'm saying I've hit the limit with the bicycle. A motorcycle would massively increase my income. I could take more orders, cover more ground.
And what if it doesn't work out? Then we're out $3,000 and still struggling.
It will work. Why can't you just trust me on this?
Because this feels like another rushed decision. Like quitting your job was.
You should have done the math first. Then this wouldn't have happened.
Are you serious right now? You're the one who quit without warning.
What would you know? You're just a parasite living off my earnings.
Excuse me? I'm a parasite? After everything I've done?
That's right. I'm struggling so much because you've been parasiting off me for so long. Just sitting at home all day.
I cannot believe you just said that. Take it back.
Why should I? It's the truth.
You have no idea what I do all day while you're out working.
You've got it easy. I'm breaking my back every day trying to support my family. Try using your brain for the family once in a while. Maybe then you'd understand even 10% of what I go through.
I understand perfectly well what's going on. More than you think.
Then let me get the motorcycle. We can take out a loan if we have to.
A loan? Are you insane? We can barely make ends meet now.
That's because you won't let me improve things. You're holding me back.
Absolutely not. We're barely making it as is. We can't take on more debt. This is completely irresponsible.
God, you're so annoying. What's your solution then, huh? Since you're so smart.
My solution is to be realistic about our situation, to make a proper budget, to plan things out.
Planning doesn't put food on the table. Action does.
Why are you coming at me? This wouldn't be happening if you hadn't quit your job. If you just talked to me first.
That's it. I'm done with this. I want a divorce.
What? What did you say?
You heard me. I want a divorce. I'm sick of your attitude.
My attitude? You're the one throwing around insults.
Shut up. I don't need a wife who won't support my decisions. Get out of the house. I'm the one paying rent here.
Is this really happening? You want to end our marriage over a motorcycle?
This isn't about the motorcycle. This is about respect. And you clearly don't respect me.
You're serious about this? You really want a divorce?
Of course I am. We're done. I'm tired of carrying dead weight.
Dead weight. I see.
That's right. At least you finally understand something.
Fine. I'll move out then. If that's what you want.
Good riddance. One less burden to deal with. Maybe now I can actually get somewhere in life.
Okay. I'll start packing tomorrow.
The sooner the better. Don't take anything I paid for.
Don't worry. I'll only take what's mine. You might be surprised how much that is.
What's going on here?
What? What's wrong? I'll send you the divorce papers soon.
That's not what I'm talking about. What's going on? The landlord just called saying the rent hasn't been paid.
Oh, really? Well, that's not good. You should pay it.
I don't understand. I set up automatic payments. They should have gone through.
Did you check your account?
But I've got money in the bank. It should have been paid. I checked my account and there's not enough for rent. Where did it all go?
Where do you think it went? All those meals out. All that working late.
Don't change the subject. What? You stole money from my account? Give it back!
I haven't touched your account. I wouldn't need to.
What's that supposed to mean? Of course you need my money.
Hold on. I didn't steal anything. Isn't it just that you're not making enough? Like I've been trying to tell you?
That's impossible. I've been paying rent all along.
Have you really? The last time you actually checked.
What are you talking about? Of course I've been paying. The rent's been paid every month.
Yes, it has been. But not by you.
What? What do you mean?
When you suddenly decided to quit and become a delivery driver, I switched the rent payments to come from my account. I knew this would happen eventually.
Your account? What account? Since when do you have money?
I've always had my own account. You just never asked about it.
What? Why?
Because I wasn't sure you could cover rent with your new job. Looks like I was right about that. Good thing I planned ahead.
This doesn't make sense! You're lying! You must have taken money from my account!
Check your statements. I haven't touched your money. I haven't needed to.
Wait a minute. How could you possibly afford rent on your earnings? You said you were just starting out.
I said a lot of things. To keep the peace.
What's that supposed to mean?
Actually, I can afford quite a bit. I've been secretly studying programming and working from home this whole time. It wasn't much at first. But around the time you quit your job, I started earning pretty well. Enough to support both of us, actually.
You're lying! You can't make that much! Not working from home!
Want to see my accounts? My client contracts? I have nothing to hide.
Then what was my money being used for if you were paying the rent?
Mostly groceries. Though a lot went to your eating out expenses. Those really add up, you know?
Why didn't you tell me?
Would you have listened? Or would you have just demanded to control that too?
You're lying! This is all lies!
Check the bank statements. Check the rent payments. It's all there.
If you just told me, we could have worked something out!
Like what? Like you taking my money for a motorcycle?
That's not fair! I was trying to improve things!
I didn't want to hurt your pride. Besides, did you really look at your paycheck and think it could support a couple in America? This isn't a third world country. Basic math would have told you it wasn't enough.
Then how am I supposed to live now? Oh, without the rent money!
Not my problem. Keep working those deliveries. That's what you wanted, right?
But this month is going to be rough. I can't cover everything.
Welcome to reality. The reality I've been trying to tell you about.
Listen, Sarah, let's try again. Let's reconsider the divorce. We can make this work.
Now you want to reconsider? Now that you know I have money?
It's not about the money. I just realized I was hasty.
No way. I'm finally free of you weighing me down and can use my money how I want. Don't get in my way. You wanted this divorce. You got it.
Wait, just hold on. We can talk about this.
There's nothing to talk about. You made your choice. Now live with it.
But where will you go?
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. I've been doing it all along anyway.
Sarah, please.
I won't. Goodbye, Tom. Pay your own rent from now on.
Linda, is Sarah staying with you?
Why? That's none of your business.
Please, I really need to talk to her. She won't answer my calls.
Of course she won't. You told her to get out, remember?
I wasn't thinking straight. I was stressed about work.
You mean the work you chose over your stable job?
Something's come up. I need to talk to Sarah about the divorce. Could you please tell me where she is? I need to talk to her face to face.
You've got some nerve. First, you kick her out. Now you want to find her?
I made a mistake. A huge mistake.
Which one? Kicking her out? Or just finding out she has money?
It's not about money, I swear!
Aren't you two already divorced? That's what Sarah told me.
Not yet, actually. I think she might be having second thoughts. She's taking her time with the papers.
Or maybe she's just being thorough. You know Sarah, she always does things properly.
That's what I mean! She's careful, considerate. She must be reconsidering.
You're the one who asked for the divorce, right? How can you take that back? The audacity!
I know I messed up. I was emotional, stressed about everything.
So now you want her back, after calling her a parasite.
She told you about that?
Of course she did. I'm her mother. She tells me everything.
I didn't mean it. I was just frustrated.
Frustrated about what? That she wasn't giving you money for a motorcycle.
You know about that too?
Like I said, she tells me everything, including how you tried to demand $3,000 from her.
It wasn't a demand. It was for work.
Was it really? Or was it just another one of your impulsive decisions?
Well, I was emotional at the time, but I've thought it through now.
Just like you thought through quitting your job. Or demanding Sarah quit hers.
That was different.
Even so, once divorce is mentioned, it's over. Do you know how much she supported you?
Of course I do. But that was just for a few months after I quit my job. Before that, I was working hard supporting her.
Maybe financially, though now I wonder about even that. But Sarah handled everything else.
Because I was earning money. That was our arrangement.
No, you told her to quit her job, remember?
Did I really?
When you were at your previous company, you told her to quit her job because you needed to focus on advancing your career, and it was a crucial time. So Sarah quit her job and became a housewife for your sake. She gave up her own career to support yours.
The situation was different then.
Was it? Or did you just assume you'd always be in control?
I didn't control her.
Really? What about when you moved her across the country? Away from her family and friends?
That was for my career. For our future.
Your career. Your future. What about hers?
She agreed to it.
Did she have a choice? Or did you just announce it like you announced quitting your job?
Really? I can't believe it. Was I really that bad?
What do you think people's lives are? Do you realize how much you've messed up Sarah's life with your impulsive decisions?
I know I made mistakes, but I can fix them.
Fix them? How exactly?
I can get my old job back. I'll call Mike, apologize for everything.
And then what? Go back to controlling Sarah's life?
No, I've learned my lesson. I'll be different.
Different how? Now that you know she makes money?
It's not about the money. I miss her.
Miss her? Or miss her paying the rent?
That's not fair. I was trying to improve things.
If you cared about her, you would have noticed. Noticed her studying late at night. Noticed her working while you were out making deliveries.
I'm truly sorry about that. But I really need Sarah right now. Please, can't you tell me where she is? I need to talk to her in person. To explain everything.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I won't. I never want to see you around us again.
Linda, please. I'm begging you.
Begging won't help. You've shown who you really are.
People can change. I can change.
Maybe they can. But you haven't. You're just desperate now.
Why won't you help me? Don't you want Sarah to be happy?
That's exactly why I won't help you. Because I truly want Sarah to be happy. And she's happier without you.
You don't know that. Just let me talk to her.
I know my daughter. Better than you ever did. She's finally free to be herself.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's thriving without you. Her business is growing. She's happy.
She told you that?
She doesn't have to. I can hear it in her voice. She's confident again, like she was before she met you.
Before she met me? What's that supposed to mean?
Figure it out yourself. I'm done talking to you.
Linda, wait!
Goodbye, Tom. Don't contact me again.
Just one more thing!
What?
Does she ever talk about me?
No, Tom. She doesn't. She's moved on. You should too.
I can't believe this is happening.
Believe it. And leave my daughter alone. She deserves better than you.
You can't just cut me off like this. We're family.
No, Tom. We're not family anymore. You made sure of that when you threw my daughter out.
I didn't throw her out. She chose to leave.
After you called her a parasite. After you demanded a divorce. After you tried to control her one last time.
Please.
Don't message me again. I'm blocking your number after this.
Linda!
Goodbye, Tom. I hope you learn from this. But I doubt you will. I sent the divorce papers. Make sure you file them. I heard you went crying to my mom, but I'm not reconsidering the divorce.
Sarah, please, we need to talk about this.
There's nothing to talk about. You made your choice.
Don't say that. Our relationship can't end this easily. We have history.
History? Like when you called me a parasite? Or when you threw me out?
I wasn't thinking straight then. I was stressed about work.
Don't act like the victim when this is all your fault. You chose this.
The fact that you took so long with the divorce papers means you must have been unsure about ending things with me. Stop being stubborn. We can start over.
What's that supposed to mean? You think I was struggling with this? Having second thoughts?
Of course! Why else would it take so long? You must still care.
Wrong. I was just preparing to claim alimony. The paperwork took some time. Don't misunderstand.
Alimony? Come on, I don't need to pay that. We can work this out.
Oh yes, you absolutely will pay. I've made sure of that.
What for? What's your reason? I was the one supporting you.
You were cheating on me.
What? That's ridiculous. Where did you get that idea?
Something seemed off. You were supposedly working all day and night, but barely making any money. I knew something was up, so I hired a private investigator.
What? You did what? You had me followed?
And surprise, surprise! You kept visiting one woman's house as a delivery driver. Since you can't choose your delivery driver, you were using that as a cover for your affair. That's why you weren't earning much. You were too busy hanging around her place.
That's not... You can't prove anything!
Really? Want to see the photos? Time-stamped records? All those deliveries to the same address?
You had no right! That's an invasion of privacy!
Don't even try denying it. I have solid evidence, so you're going to pay up big time.
Wait a minute. You know my situation. I'm broke!
Not my problem. Just do more deliveries. If you weren't wasting time with other women and actually worked hard, you could afford living expenses and alimony. You said yourself you'd make more as a delivery driver than at your old job. That is, if what you said was true.
This can't be happening. I have to pay even more money now? How am I supposed to live?
Figure it out. Like I had to figure things out when you quit your job without warning. When you tried to control every aspect of my life.
That That's not fair! I was trying to protect our future!
No, you were trying to control me. But that's over now.
Fine. I'll make tons of money doing deliveries, you'll see!
Good luck with that. The court already has your income records. And mine.
What the hell did you do?
What now? By the way, this month's alimony hasn't been deposited yet.
That's not what I'm worried about right now. How could you do this to me?
Hold on. Nothing should be more important than paying alimony. The court won't look kindly on missed payments.
This is your fault! You've ruined everything!
What?
You told her husband about us meeting! About the deliveries!
Oh, that. Of course I did. When I found out she was married too, I had to tell him. He was being betrayed, just like I was. I couldn't just keep quiet about that.
Are you kidding me? Now her husband is demanding money from me too! Threatening to sue!
Oh, really? Well, I didn't tell him to do that. Though I can't blame him for making that choice. Make sure you work hard to pay everything. Both of us deserve compensation.
Even if I wanted to, I can't anymore! It's impossible now!
Why not?
That guy reported me to the delivery company. Told them I was using deliveries as an excuse to have an affair.
So what?
The company took it seriously. They terminated my contract. I lost my job because of you.
Oh, is that so? Karma works in mysterious ways, doesn't it?
Don't act like this doesn't concern you. This affects your alimony too.
Excuse me? It doesn't concern me. You're just another person to me now. Your problems are your own.
Come on, we were married until just a few months ago. How can you switch gears so fast?
Well, I'm really enjoying my life alone now. It's peaceful. Successful. Everything you said I couldn't be.
Sarah, please. You have to forgive me. What I did to you was unforgivable. But I've suffered enough, don't you think?
Forgive you? What exactly do you want me to do?
Drop the alimony payments. I can't afford any more expenses. I'm barely surviving.
Is that so? What was it you said? You need to use your head and work hard. Then you'll make enough money to pay alimony. Your own words, remember?
Come on, have a heart.
You know what? You did teach me one thing I'm grateful for.
Grateful? What could that possibly be?
Yeah. When you told me to use my head, it made me realize something. I really was just going along with whatever you said. Never questioning. Never standing up for myself.
What are you talking about?
So I'm going to use my head and think carefully about whether I should forgive you. Let me think about it. Really consider it.
You're a kind person. I know you'll understand. You always understood before.
After thinking it through, I've decided not to forgive you. The alimony stays.
Why not? After everything we've been through.
The more I think about it, the more I realize our marriage was absolutely terrible. You controlled me, belittled me, cheated on me. And now you want forgiveness?
I can change! Give me another chance!
Goodbye. Don't forget to pay the alimony. The court won't be as understanding as I used to be. After losing his delivery job, Tom now works 2 jobs. One at a convenience store and another as a construction worker. Even working both jobs without breaks, almost everything goes to alimony payments, leaving him struggling to make ends meet. He's trying to find someone new to marry to improve his situation. But so far, no one wants anything to do with a man drowning in debt. Meanwhile, I'm thoroughly enjoying living on my own again. My programming work is going well. And I recently started developing my own apps. They were ignored at first, but one recently went viral and downloads are skyrocketing. Thanks to that, I'm living quite comfortably now. I'm thinking of taking my parents on an international vacation soon.